Well, good morning, everybody. We are talking about entertaining.
Today, you're getting the inside scoop on dishes from one of Savannah's top caterers, Susan Mason. Up first, we've got a curry pecan deviled egg.
Delicious.
Then it's delectable crab quiche that's loaded with fresh crab and melted cheese.
This is going to be such a hit at your party.
And a pie that's layered with savory perfection.
Honey, hush.
Tomato pie, y'all. And then we're lightening things up with an orange, strawberry, and date salad.
It's gorgeous, Susan.
And it's something amazing for dessert. A peanut butter, chocolate, and banana cookie sandwich.
I can't wait.
Me neither. Susan Mason. If there's a fluffy duffy party going on, Susan is in charge of the food. So why don't we get our party started, Susan? Now this first one is one that I do. It's a curry pecan deviled egg. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds wonderful.
So thank you.
I'm popping the yolks.
Yes, you're popping the yolks. You know, deviled eggs are easy to make.
Put them on a cocktail table and they disappear in 2 minutes.
First thing gone, isn't it?
Men especially love them.
So I'm gonna make our creamy base, and I'm gonna need about a half a cup of mayonnaise, Susan, to do this. And I'm just gonna eyeball it. I can always add a little bit more. A half a teaspoon of curry powder, and I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of milk, Susan, to just help us, you know, make that a little creamy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add a little pepper, a little salt, and I'm gonna add a half a cup of roasted chopped pecans.
Ooh, that'll give it a good crunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stir these up
Okay.
and then put the yolks in.
Okay. Do you think those are mashed up?
I think they're just plenty good enough.
Okay.
Have you catered any parties lately? I'll tell a horror story if you'll tell a horror story.
Oh, my. And I've had things happen like going out of town for a wedding and losing the food truck. You know, like the driver of the food truck is lost and not answering his cell phone.
Oh, no. I'm just gonna load up our piping bags with our mixture, because I just think a piped deviled egg is prettier, don't you?
Oh, I think so, too.
Well, the very worst catering disaster I think that I had, it was at Christmas time. It was just me and Dora. I was driving a little too fast. Dora was behind me. I had to slam on brakes. Dora slammed on brakes. She hit me. I had all these little stuffed red potatoes. I had them on just sheet trays. Them potatoes came flying over my shoulders, hitting the windshield, flying all over me. Those folks never called me back to cater another party.
Oh, I can't imagine.
All right, Susan, and we got our eggs lined up here on a tray, so let's start filling them up.
Okay, let me sprinkle a few chives on here just to make them, you know, a little more decorative. How do you think those look?
I think they're just like you. They're gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna sit them right there. I tell you what, if I start on them now, we'll have an empty plate.
Right.
So what have you got planned for us down here, Susan?
We're going to make my crab quiche.
Love crab quiche. Tell me what to do.
We need 2 green onions sliced.
I
will make the mixture. I'm going to use 4 ounces of Gruyere cheese.
Love Gruyere
I think it makes
cheese.
it so much
Love
lighter than any other kind of cheese.
Yeah, I think so too.
And we're going to break 3 eggs in here and beat them up and add a cup of whipping cream.
Okie doke.
All right, I'm going to put a pinch of salt and half a teaspoon of Old Bay.
Okay.
Paula, sprinkle some on the bottom, just a little bit, if you will, and then we'll see what we got.
I don't know how much
Yeah.
you want.
That's about right. Give me a little more cheese.
Oh,
I like a lot
Susan,
of cheese.
I do too.
Okay, this is a half a teaspoon of dry mustard. And this is a pinch of mace. And you know, mace is sort of like nutmeg. Smell it?
Yeah. A milder form of nutmeg.
Right, okay, now we're gonna combine all this.
So now I'll do your zest for you.
About a half a teaspoon.
Okay, and I'm just going to do it
Just
in our
put
custard
it into
mixture,
our custard
okay?
mixture. That's great.
So that's it. Very simple ingredients. All right, so show me how you're going to put this quiche together.
Let's put our pound of crab meat.
Okay.
And this is just that beautiful white
Lump crab.
lump crab. All right, spread that out. Okay, sprinkle your onions. Okay, and so then I add the rest of the cheese.
Okay.
Now we're gonna pour this in here. I hope this is not gonna overflow.
Oh,
but
I don't
if it
think
does,
it
it'll be
will.
all right.
I'll poke my
Will you
finger
poke your
in it.
finger in?
Yes, so it can get down in there.
And all out. Okay.
Oh, Susan.
Now we're gonna put this in the oven.
Honey, hush.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to wash my hands.
Me too.
And I'm going to get that in the oven.
We're gonna put it in the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes.
So while I was down there washing my hands, I grabbed us a deviled egg.
Oh!
You want the whole thing? Delicious. So in the oven this goes.
Thank you.
I got your sister.
Coming up, we get started on a tomato pie with a topping of my dreams.
Mayonnaise frosting.
Then it's an orange, strawberry, and date salad.
Out of this world.
And y'all, you don't want to miss this fabulous dessert. Wow! I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Today's show is all about fabulous, entertaining recipes. And there's no one in town any better than to share entertaining recipes with than my buddy Susan Mason. She made us a beautiful crab quiche, and now she's gonna cut us a slice.
I'm going to cut this quiche, which is absolutely beautiful.
And after we sample this quiche, y'all, we have got some hot boiling water over here where we blanch some tomatoes because Susan is preparing one of my favorite recipes in the whole world, and that's tomato pie. Now, to peel our tomatoes easily, y'all, we just cut a little notch in the top of each tomato, dropped them down in boiling water for a second, and that skin just slips right off. We've got our tomatoes waiting on you, girlfriend, and I am ready to taste some of this quiche.
Ooh, it looks wonderful. See how
does.
light?
Oh my goodness, Susan, thank you.
Yes.
Now this has got a pound of that lump crab in it. Just looks heavenly. To you, Susan.
That is delicious.
This is gonna be such a hit. Such a hit at your party. Well, Susan, I'm gonna try to make myself put this down because I might love this next dish even better than that one, and that's our tomato pies. So we've got our tomatoes ready.
I would like for you to slice the tomatoes,
Okay.
and I will start grating the cheese.
Okay.
I'm going to grate 4 ounces of white cheddar
Okay.
and 4 ounces of just regular cheddar.
Okay.
Then I can mix those together.
Okay.
So I'm
and you
going-
want these kind of thin, or
That's perfect.
how do you
Paula.
like them?
That's perfect.
Okay.
I think this dish is so delicious. You do not have to pay too much attention to the pie crust. So
Yes.
I buy those refrigerated pie crusts that you just roll out and, you know, kind of put in the
I love the
plate.
way you think, girlfriend.
And that's so easy.
I can't wait to see your version, girl.
Okay, well, what we need to do is put 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard on the bottom of this pie.
Okay, it's gonna give it a tangy,
It
tart
gives it a
little
tangy,
bite, doesn't
right.
it? We pre-baked it because when we put this back in the oven, y'all, there's nothing really that has to cook in it. We just want to get it hot and melt all the cheeses. Now, I've sliced up 3 of these tomatoes, Susan.
Well, let's start, and why don't you just give me a layer of tomatoes.
Okay. Okie doke.
There you go.
How's that?
All right, now I'm just gonna put a pinch of salt
Okay.
and a pinch of pepper.
Okay.
So I'm just going to sprinkle cheese like this, about that much. And then we'll have another layer of tomatoes.
It's just beautiful.
Now we need to end up with cheese on the top.
Okie doke.
Then we're going to paint the top with this mayonnaise mixture.
Okay.
All right, will you do the salt and pepper for me?
Yes.
I'm going to mix half a cup of mayonnaise and a third of a cup of Parmesan cheese.
Okie doke.
All right, now we've got to sprinkle this last cheese on here.
Do you want me to measure your Parmesan
That'd be
and
great.
put it
Just
in your
throw it in there,
mayonnaise?
throw it in there. I'll mix this together. Then I'm going to paint the top, or like ice in a cake.
Mayonnaise frosting. I love it.
Okay, this goes in at 350 for about 20 minutes. So,
Yes. All right, so Susan, while you're putting that in the oven, baby, I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna start our salad, which is gonna be perfect alongside of our quiche and our tomato pie. So if you would be tearing up the Boston leaf lettuce, it's like butter in your mouth. I love the way it tastes. So if you will tear
Just
that up,
tear it up a
Susan,
little bit, okay.
I'm gonna peel this navel orange, y'all, and I'm gonna section it, and this is going into our salad.
how's this looking? The
That
lettuce.
looks yummy. All right, so I'm just gonna section this orange, and I do that by going
In and out. There you go.
on either side.
Do you want me to be doing these strawberries?
Yes, if you would quarter those strawberries, Susan.
Okay.
I think we got about a pint of strawberries.
Okay.
And then what I want you to do is take those dates over here and slice those real thin. And we need about a half a cup of those. And those dates are gonna just sweeten up this wonderful salad. All right, so Susan, we're gonna need about a half a cup of dates. And when we come back, we are gonna make a wonderful buttermilk dressing to go on our salad.
Oh, I can't wait.
Me neither.
Up next, y'all, we're cutting into that cheesy tomato pie.
Look like a cat stalking a bird, doesn't she?
And then we're fixing a delightful dessert.
Gorgeous.
My peanut butter chocolate banana cookie sandwiches. I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all.
How's it look, Susie Q?
Oh, it's looking like it's done. I think we can take it out now.
Look like a cat stalking a bird, doesn't she? Well, take it out, honey, because I'm ready to get this salad dressing made and taste that tomato pie. You know, today's show is all about entertaining, and I'm in here with the girl, honey. She is the creme de la creme of fancy smancy entertaining parties. All right, are you gonna cut us up a piece?
I am.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. All right, now I'm gonna be cutting up some shallots for our buttermilk salad dressing. I need about 2 teaspoons, and that looks about like on the money. So in my bowl that goes. It looks delish. I'm gonna add 6 tablespoons of buttermilk.
All right, so Paula, you want to taste this pie?
Yes, I will stop what I'm doing.
Let's taste it and see if it.
Oh,
Ooh,
Susan, it looks so
doesn't it
good.
look good?
Oh, and that crust. It just said crisp, crisp. Is it wonderful?
Now, you know, that really is delicious.
Out of this world.
And so easy to make. That's what makes it such a beautiful dish for entertaining.
Right. Oh, Susan, if you'd come down here and start stirring this up, I've got shallots, our buttermilk for our salad dressing. If you'd add salt and pepper to this.
Salt and pepper. This is the buttermilk.
And I'm gonna add about a half a teaspoon of tarragon. Now we just need a fourth of a cup of olive oil.
Okay. So I'm on a emulsify.
Yes, emulsify, sister.
So I'm just going, ooh, exactly. And I think that should be it.
And I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice.
Okay.
That looks perfect. I'm gonna just pour and toss.
Okay.
So, there we go. How beautiful is that?
Oh, that is beautiful.
All right.
You want me to serve it?
Please.
There we go. There we go.
All right, so let me know how you like this.
I like that. That is a good combination.
Little sweet bite to it.
Very good. That's a good combination.
Delicious.
Now let's get started on the dessert.
Now this is starting out as an ordinary chocolate cookie. We're gonna start off by using a 17.5 bag of a sugar cookie mix. You would just stir those up.
Okay.
We're gonna add the egg, 1 stick of butter at room temperature. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa. When you get tired, I'll take over, okay?
Why don't you take a turn?
There you go.
Okay.
The warmth from my hands is gonna help soften that butter even more. All right, that looks good. So what we're gonna do now, Susan, is we're gonna roll these into balls about the size of a walnut, about 1.5 inches. And I think we can get about 12 on our cookie sheet. Now we're gonna throw these in the oven after we flatten them, and we're gonna bake them at 350
Okay.
for 9, 10, or 11 minutes, something
Okay.
like that. Now I'm just gonna push these down with the palm of my hand, just like that. Now in the oven they go. When we come back, we're gonna turn this chocolate cookie into something very special, kind of like you.
Oh, thank you.
Coming up next, we're stuffing these chocolate cookies with heavenly goodness, y'all.
Look how pretty those are.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
I promised you that Susan and I was going to do something special to these chocolate sugar cookies. They're out of the oven. We've let them cool. Now we are going to melt 5 1-ounce pieces of a semi-sweet chocolate. So Susan, if you would measure out 1/4 of a cup of heavy cream and 1/2 cup of peanut butter, you can pour the milk on over in here if you
Put it
want
in the
to. And
chocolate?
I would just, I think I would just kind of eyeball it.
Okay.
We're gonna put it all in our saucepan. We're gonna melt our chocolate and our peanut butter down.
That's about right. There you go.
Okie doke. So we're just gonna melt that down, and then we're gonna let it cool for like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Because this is gonna look real thin, y'all. But after it cools, it's gonna thicken
Set
back up.
Set
And
up.
we're gonna put it in between those 2 chocolate sugar cookies.
Ooh.
Doesn't that look good? Okie doke, Susan. So that looks nice and creamy. I'm gonna just sit that back there, let it cool for 15 minutes. And I'm gonna bring us a little cake plate up here. and some mint and some cocoa.
I'll slice some more bananas while you're doing that.
So look here, y'all. This is cooled down, and look how nice and thick that is.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So you want to start putting together some cookies. Mm-hmm. You know, my grandson, Jack, does not like chocolate.
No.
Can you believe it,
I cannot
Susan?
imagine anybody not liking chocolate.
Yes.
Daddy, you need to put more chocolate on the top to
You know
stick.
what? I think I am, so that it will
Stick
just
together.
a light little bit.
Perfect.
Look how pretty those are, y'all.
It's so pretty.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
It has to be delicious.
Absolutely.
We're gonna dust it
Dust
with a little
it.
cocoa. There we go.
There we go.
And let's just tuck
Like
a little mint.
here and there.
Just
There we
for a
go.
little green. I think I'm gonna add a layer of fresh whipped cream. But let's do this. I'm just gonna take that apart and do this.
Oh, I think that's just really gilding the lily. It really
You
looks
know, I
wonderful.
can always find a
Way
way.
to gild the lily. Oh, that looks wonderful.
Don't you like the way that
I
looks?
love the way that looks.
I do too.
Am I taking the first bite?
Let's see. I'm fixing me one. You're not eating alone. I would never let you eat alone.
Ooh, this looks wonderful.
Well, Susan, as always, I've had so much fun being in the kitchen with you.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.